If your Dutch pours keep losing their cells or turning muddy, your paint consistency might be the problem. Today, I'm doing 2 acrylic pour Dutch pours using my ideal fluid art recipe, one mix thin, one mix thicker, to show you exactly how consistency changes cells, lacing, movement, and control on an acrylic pour canvas. Let's see which one actually performs better. Welcome back to Intasi. I'm Vanessa, and if you watch my last tutorial comparing 3 different recipes for the Dutch pour, you know there were a few things I wanted to tweak. For this video, I've put together my ideal recipe mixing acrylic paint, Floetrol, and Liquitex Pouring Medium with a bit of water to thin it out. The link to my comparison video along with my exact recipe, colors, and measurements is in the description box. Before we start, make sure your canvas is leveled. This is a very important step for any fluid art technique, otherwise your composition will tilt and not dry properly. I changed my white base from Artist Loft Soft Body Acrylic to Liquitex Titanium White. So my first test will be a thicker consistency, just about a 1-second trace. I like to tape around my canvases for this technique to achieve an even base that dries smooth. I wasn't planning on Dutch blooming this canvas, but I realized that with the canvas being bigger, it needed more balance. By the way, my blow dryer is on the high setting with cool air. Honestly, I didn't know how to feel about this one. I tried tweaking it and drawing lines, but even now with it hanging on my wall, I can't decide whether I like the look of it or not. I think the main issue is that most of the copper got buried and disappeared. But I do love that strong blue in the center and the flowing petals with hints of teal throughout. For the second experiment, I'm thinning the same paints by adding water to the point where there is no trace. For this test, I want all my paints to be the same consistency, including the white base. I started with my blow dryer on the cool setting and at a low speed. But because the paints have body due to the Floetrol, I switched it to the high speed so I didn't have to struggle when trying to move the paint. I love the reaction of the copper on this one. Look at these tendrils and the depth they created. It dried just as beautifully. I'm particularly surprised by how the base dried on both canvases. No bumps, very smooth and leveled. I'm definitely going to explore this recipe more and try variations of this technique. I'd really love to know which one you prefer. The thicker mix with more structure or the thinner mix with more movement and detail. Wait for the pictures at the end. Let me know in the comments which canvas you would choose. Are you team more control or team more flow? If you enjoyed this acrylic pour experiment and want to see more fluid art tests like this, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic and blessed week, and I'll see you in the next one.